Finally, the offense did something. Let's freaking go. The Seattle Mariners, that was easily the best game of the season. Easily the best game of the season. I mean, it took us 17 games, but finally the Mariners look like a complete baseball team. This is the team that I envisioned in the preseason. This is the team that I saw in spring training, and this is the team that we got tonight. The Seattle Mariners were absolutely on fire tonight. Guys, I want to show you guys the stat line of this game. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I don't think that you can, but looking at the stat line for today, guys, this was insane. The Seattle Mariners, 10 hits, 9 runs, 6 walks, only 7 strikeouts. That's all season highs. Previously, the lowest strikeouts we'd had was 8. This time, 7. Previously, the most walks was 5. Today, 6. Previously, the most hits was, I believe, 7. Today, 10. And previously, the highest amount of runs was 6, and today we scored 9. Guys, every single person in the lineup reached base. That's awesome. Everyone besides your leadoff hitter, J.P. Crawford, got a hit. That's awesome. And here's who really popped off. Mitch Haniger, player of the game. How about Mitch Haniger today, guys? He went 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, 3 runs batted in with a walk, so he reached base 3 times. One of his hits was a 2-run home run. That made it 5 to 1 at that point. And then his other hit was an RBI double. Mitch Haniger had himself a day. No strikeouts. He's now hitting 286 on the year with an 875 OPS. And his 10 runs batted in lead the Seattle Mariners baseball team right now. He had an amazing game. Gotta give some credit to Mitch Haniger for that one. Then, guys, we look at the rest of this lineup. Jorge Polanco, he stays hot. He scored 3 runs today. He walked twice. By the way, he walked twice yesterday, so that's back-to-back 2 walk days for him. He goes 1 for 3, 3 runs batted in. How'd he do that? A 3-run homer, casually, top of the first. Julio draws a walk. JP draws a walk. 2 on, nobody out. Jorge Polanco, yeah, that's right. He took Frankie Montas deep, and Frankie Montas, he had a terrible game. Frankie Montas, 2 innings, 5 earned runs. Look out. He gave up 2 homers. He gave up the home runs to Polanco and another one to Mitch Haniger. The Reds bullpen, Nick Martinez came in and pitched pretty well. He allowed 1 earned run in 4 innings, but then Buck Farmer blew up in the bottom of the 7th inning, and that's when the Mariners got their last 4 runs. How about these? Ty France, he goes 1 for 3 with a run batted in and a run scored. Cal Raleigh goes 1 for 3 with a walk. Luke Raley finally did something. He went 2 for 4 with a bunt single in the first, and then in the 7th inning, he comes up huge with an RBI triple. That's right. The first triple of the season for the Mariners was hit by Luke freaking Raley, and he also does strike out. He's now hitting 185. Jonathan Clase, he made his Major League debut. We didn't even talk about that. He was called up to replace Dominic Canzone, who's now on the 10-day IL. And Jonathan Clase, bro, had literally only played 11 games in AAA. Didn't matter for him. He ropes his first single. It was a nice little ground ball through the gap. Shortstop for the Reds tried to dive for it. Couldn't get there. That was Ellie De La Cruz trying to make a flashy play, but instead, nope. That was a first base hit for Jonathan Clase. He was playing left field today. Raley was in right field. Haniger was a DH, and Garver did not play today, guys. So Mitch Garver getting what is his first off day since that injury, and he probably needed it. But Clase making his first start. Luke Raley made his 7th start today of the season. And Josh Rojas, he comes in. This is his 10th start of the season, so he has finally started 10 games. Took him 17 games to get there, but they're kind of sticking to this little platoon thing. Rojas, he went 1 for 4, and he also checks in with a double. So Rojas with a double, Ty France with a double, Haniger with a double, Raley with a triple, and then Polanco and Haniger both home runs. Guys, that's 6 extra base hits, and that is also a season high for this Seattle Mariners team. Everybody was clicking today on the offense. Now, guys, Polanco, he's finally above 200. He's hitting 203, and Cal Raleigh, he is also now above the Mendoza line at 204. So that leaves only 5 players on this team are now below 200. Of course, Julio at 190, he's close. Luke Raley 185, and then you've also got Luis Urias, Mitch Garver, and J.P. Crawford, who is hitting 154. Oh, and I guess Sebi too. So still 6 out of the 13 guys on this team are below 200, but only 6, and let's hope that Polanco and Cal can keep it that way. I have another video coming out later tonight talking about just exactly why this offense has been struggling so much this season, and today we did not see that struggle, so that is awesome to see from this team. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it, guys. Ty's OPS up to 644. Polanco, he's almost up to a 700 OPS. That's great to see. Luke Raley now at 481. All right, guys, let's talk about the pitching. The pitching was also incredible today. George Kirby, 6 innings, just a 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts. He does give up a home run that was hit off the bat of Jeimer Candelario. And then Jake Fraley, he also comes in and takes Gabe Spire deep in the 7th, but that is all the Reds could muster up. 9-3 is the final score. Former Mariner Jake Fraley, he had a nice game, went 2 for 4 with a strikeout, ends up with a double and a home run. He's probably the Reds player of the game tonight, if we're being honest. Christian Encarnacion and Strand, he also checked in with 2 doubles for the Reds, but didn't do anything other than that. And the Mariners bullpen held it together. Tyson Miller comes in for a scoreless inning. He's looking pretty good. He's, I believe, 3 games now for him, and he has a 2.25 ERA. Love to see that. And then Taylor Saucedo, he continues to be impressive this season. He lowers his ERA to 2.84 as he struck out the side in the bottom of the 9th. He struck out Spencer Steer, Jake Fraley, and Ellie De La Cruz 1, 2, 3, and that is no easy task because those are currently the 3 guys in the Reds lineup with the highest OPS. Yeah, Taylor Saucedo made them look silly in the 9th inning. Doesn't count as a save because the Mariners were winning by 6, but it was still a nice 9th inning for them. And so with that all being said, guys, this was a freaking baseball game. Julio checks in with the stolen base as well, his 3rd of the season. He's 3 for 3. I love this type of a game, guys. I do. I really love when the Mariners offense explodes, when the pitching is good. This is the type of game that we have been hoping for all season long, and finally it happens today. Guys, all you had to do is take Mitch Garver out of the lineup, I guess. I don't know. This is the first time in this entire season that both Canzone and Garver were out of the lineup, and I guess good things happened, but I'm just being facetious, guys. I don't think that's why. I think it was just because after 16 games of sucking, eventually even a broken clock is right twice a day, and that's how I kind of feel about this Mariners offense right now. I still think the offense is broken. If you look at the underlying numbers, there's still a lot of things that need to improve. Really high strikeout rates, really high chase rates, really high whiff rates, not good enough walk rates, not good enough power rates. But guys, today we are seeing the beginning of the reversal. This is the beginning of the climb. I truly believe it for the Seattle Mariners. There's only one place left to go, and that's up. Well, really, you could go down. But I'm not going to talk about that anymore, guys. The Mariners, with a huge win, we're 7-10, still tied with the A's for 3rd in the AL West, 2 games behind Texas. And in the wild card, we are tied with the A's and the Twins for 8th place in the AL wild card. We are 2.5 games back of the Detroit Tigers, who currently occupy that 3rd wild card. So we are definitely right there within striking distance. We are not in that big of a hole right now. This is the time to strike. Right now is the time to strike. So guys, anything else that I have to say? I guess I will. I'm going to talk really quick about the lineup tomorrow because this is interesting. So tomorrow, guys, the lineup, you're looking at, it's interesting. We got another righty on the mound from the Reds, and a good one at that. The Reds, they don't have a laughing matter of a pitching staff. Their pitching staff is pretty good. Hunter Green, he is the guy that was, most people on the Reds, they wanted him to be their opening day starter. He ended up being their number 2 guy, 4.86 ERA, but don't overlook that. He's a good pitcher. And I think, putting out another pretty good righty on the mound, if I was the Mariners, I would stick with the lineup tonight, except I would probably put Mitch Garver back in there at DH. I'd move Mitch Haniger to right field, and I think I would put Luke Raley in left. I'm not sure if I would put Samad Taylor out there for a second night in a row against another tough righty. That's just my opinion. I know in the pregame, Scott Service said that Jonathan Clase is here to start, is here to play. He is here to get some reps in. He is not here to ride the bench. So I understand if they want to play him over Luke Raley, but I saw some things I really liked today out of Luke Raley. He got a nice triple. He got a bunt single. He's showing off his speed. He's flexing his muscles. I thought Luke Raley had a really nice game today, and I don't think he deserves to sit on the bench. Personally, if I'm Seattle, I am starting Luke Raley every single time we face a right-handed pitcher. So what I would do tomorrow, you start Raley in left, you put Garver back in the lineup. and you give Clase a day off. Then on Wednesday, you face a lefty. So that's when you might want to. This is my suggestion for the Mariners on Wednesday. So Wednesday we face Andrew Abbott, and he is, again, not a bad pitcher at all. I believe he has a below 2 ERA right now. I'm checking up his stats. Yeah, 2.60 ERA for Andrew Abbott, and he's a left-handed pitcher. So what I would do against the lefty, I would actually take J.P. Crawford out and give Dylan Moore a start at shortstop, and then I would also substitute in Jonathan Clase back in left field and give Luke Raley the day off on Wednesday. That's what I would do. I'm not the manager though, so that's just my call. But I think JP needs a day off. Dylan Moore, he hits way better against lefties than he does against righties. So I would give Demo a start at shortstop on Wednesday and give JP an off day, and then that would also allow Clase to play some left field again and give Raley the day off. But that's what I would do. Maybe Clase, I would say there's probably a good chance Clase is in the lineup on Monday, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Mariners, nice win today. They improved to 7-10. Love to see it. Love to see it from the M's. Player of the game again, Mitch Haniger. That's his third time. That is his third time winning player of the game this season for me. And if you want to check, if you want an update on who has the most player of the games, well, he is tied with Ty France. It's Mitch Haniger with 3 and Ty France with 3 as well. With that being said, guys, I think that is all for today. So thank you all so much for watching. And as always, go Mariners. Like, subscribe, comment down below. What was your favorite part of this game? There's too many to count, right? But my favorite part was the Jorge Polanco home run right away in the first inning. That set the tone of this game. That really got the offense going. And I love that for when the offense actually when the offense performs to their highest potential. We always love to see that. So great job from the Mariners offense today. Great job, Mitch Haniger. Great job, George Kirby. And as always, go Mariners!